the owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kirk. What's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up.
Come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
Oh, you're a doctor, right? Quick, my friend's had a kind of attack.
Calm yourself, Miss Walker, please. I'm Dr. Olga Efimova, and this young nomad is in my care. I need to prepare his organism to accept the prosthesis. He's doing fine. He's following the protocol.
Oh, really? Protocol, is it? And you think it's normal for him to just faint like that?
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
Fine, I'm leaving. I hope all this is going to help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss Walker.
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
I'll come by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Dr. Zamiatine.
He's in his office. You'll find it in the small corridor back there. The first door on your left.
I would like to leave this clinic. Would you mind telling me where the exit is, please?
Well, usually I'd have told you to go over to the other side of the courtyard to take the funicular that goes down to Valsambor. But it seems Dr. Efimova has shut off the entire clinic for security reasons. The funicular has been stopped until further orders.
I see. Pretty gloomy clinic. It could do with a bit of human warmth.
It used to be the fortress of the Dukes of Valsambor, the ancient rampart standing against invasions from the east. The inhabitants of Valsambor took refuge here and often escaped the besiegers through mysterious secret passages.
When did it become a clinic?
That was 20 years ago, thanks to Dr. Zamiatine.
Thank you for all that information. I'll be going now.
Maybe you should head on back to your room and wait until they say the funicular is fixed and back in service.
I'll think about it. Goodbye.
Hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
Dr. Efimova and Dr. Mangling want everyone to believe that I'm crazy so they can justify keeping me here against my will.
Olga did indeed speak to me about your unfortunate penchant for paranoia. Be careful not to let such perilous perturbations flourish in your mind, Miss Walker. They may be the source of many of your difficulties, for you and for those around you.
Sadly, I assure you that my accusations are well-founded, Dr. Zamiatine. I'm of perfectly sound mind.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
But
The subject is closed, Miss Walker. Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
it's a souvenir.
Of a good memory or a bad one?
Both at once, really.
Of course, just like with all memories, right? At any rate, what's currently important for you is to avoid being too haunted.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes. This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukols ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care